Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are here in Detroit, Michigan, Motown, and we are with the man. I've said it before, the legend, and no myth behind it, Scott Hoag. We're here at MRT, and so if you've ever wondered what does Scott do, what does MRT do, we're going to take a walk back through, and Scott's going to give us the full lowdown.
Cool. Well, MRT is celebrating our 18th year in business after 17 years at the OEM. I kind of had the university of the real world applying it to the aftermarket. So the goal of MRT very literally is to bring the OEM design, testing, validation, rigor to products to the aftermarket so the customers can continue to enjoy their fabulous cars with really high quality products. One of the things that we obviously take to heart is made in America. We're Americans working for other Americans to enjoy American products, and we're pretty proud of that. So we take that philosophy in everything we do. We have real people answering the phones. It's a small business that has the complexity of a big business. We design, manufacture, test, develop our own products in-house. So when you go buy an MRT exhaust system, we say it's made in America. It's not only made in America, it's made in Detroit, right here at this facility. Secondary, we build pretty cool custom cars. We've been to SEMA now 17 times with 19 vehicles, and we have 19 design awards, so we got lucky 19 times. We're going to be at SEMA again this year, so stay tuned. Look for us early November. It's going to be a pretty cool announcement. So though we manufacture, design manufacture the best handcrafted 304 stainless steel exhaust, we also collaborate with many companies in the aftermarket, from suspension companies, clutch companies, turbo companies, supercharger companies, and we share information back and forth to get a better product to the market. And that involvement really builds a great synergy in the marketplace, and that's the cool part about the aftermarket here in the United States. It's a fraternity. So in the display area, we're showing off some of the exhaust components, some of the paint effects that we do in-house, some of the just mentioned partners like H&R and Paxton and ProCharger. A lot of cool stuff that we can bring to you for your cars. And it's not just about the big buck items, it's also about some of the simpler things, like how to maintain and care for your car, the detailing products. Aero products are the products of choice for us. Fabulous company. They were born in the aerospace industry, therefore Aero. Every Learjet that you are going to buy will be prepared and detailed for you with Aero products, which is pretty cool. So in the factory, if you will, for MRT, we are a lean manufacturing, flexible manufacturing expert in our space. So by that, space is very important. So we have a 13,000 square foot facility here that we do a multitude of things. So these are all manufactured exhaust systems by MRT, ready to ship to you. Down the aisle, we have work in process. So these are components to the 280 different exhaust systems that we design and manufacture. And this allows us to do something that is very difficult in our industry, which is actually deliver to order. So if I don't have a system boxed on the shelf, I have components that I can build it. I'm an hour away from being able to ship you your system, which is pretty much unheard of in our space. We have three departments back here. We have finishing, which is automotive paint. So every SEMA car that we built has been completely configured and painted here. So this is really truly a full service shop. We don't send our vehicles out or components to our vehicles out anywhere. It all happens right here. So in our facility we can do, like I just mentioned, the automotive paint, we can do industrial paint, powder coat, Cerakote, and of course hydrographics if you really want a cool custom finish. Performance shop, which is also where we do our R&D. So every exhaust system that we've designed on a vehicle. And we may go through up to 6 iterations before we're happy with the sound of that particular system. So sound engineering is as much part of our product as quality. Every exhaust system at MRT gets inspected 4 times before it gets shipped to you. We know our system fits before it even leaves this dock. the production center, again, following lean manufacturing, very compact, very specific on the tools and equipment. So we go from CNC tube bender to CNC plasma, and then we have the industry typical machines that are used to make your factory exhaust systems, where we can expand and swedge and flare and notch and do all of these things that you would expect to be on your exhaust system that arrives to you in the box. Cut our teeth at Ford and finish the marketplace on every specialty vehicle, whether it's Toyota, Mazda, Chrysler, Chevy. If you have a Corvette, we're king of the Corvette. Cool. Come see us.
So tell us a little bit about the Shelby GT350 exhaust, and that's starting at the 2015, 16, 17, and on.
Yep, that's right.
Give us a little bit of insight there.
The insight there is that's our latest developed system. So we started on Tuesday of this week. It is now Friday. We pulled in a Shelby GT350R and developed a catback exhaust system. It features our drone management system. Again, part of our DNA of an exhaust is we want to reveal all of the good, cool performance sounds and not overwhelm anybody with the unpleasant, angry sounds like drone and resonance. So you have to enjoy your car after it's done. So yesterday, we had completed the design, completed the tooling, and we built our first example. So we are Friday, and 3 days later we are in the marketplace with a completely 304 stainless steel handcrafted exhaust system for your GT350. Full-time cool, full-time fun. Don't worry about your adaptive exhaust setting a check engine light. We've also designed an adapter plate that goes onto the module. Your computer thinks it's still modulating the exhaust just fine, no check engine lights, just badass all the time.
Compare that next to what we're putting in. Bam, look at that. I mean, that is a significant difference, guys. Huge. And then Scott Hoag is bringing in the rest of this. And Scott, tell us about that piece in the center there.
Okay, so we're basically going to change the X-pipe configuration, which actually necks down to 2 1/4 inch diameter. So we're going to step right up to full 3 inch. And this has an H-pipe configuration with a helm hold device here. So this is a resonance chamber. It captures a specific wavelength that happens to be the wavelength that drone occurs, and it reverts that wavelength back through the exhaust system, and it erases that period of drone. So this is what allows the sound to be comfortable and livable while you're driving the car.
Yeah, you can't give any better service than Scott Hoag working on your very own car.
This is the valve. Has this coil spring on it that opens and closes the exhaust valve. So this system is actually intended to be pretty straightforward and simple. Installed in the replacement location is going to be a valve limiter, right? So we're going to put this guy down on this and install these little spacers. The motor thinks that it's opening and closing a valve. In reality, it is not.
Okay, it was a long day, guys. We had a great time out at MRT today. Scott and Lisa Hoag were absolutely amazing hosts. They allowed us to spend the day with them, but you saw the video. We have the very first install of the Shelby GT350. That includes 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, any of the S550 GT350s. This car has the very first exhaust system by MRT. And I got to tell you something. You know, once Scott did all of his work to it, we fired it up, we got everything, you know, functioning with the active exhaust. It doesn't have active exhaust, but you have to bypass the valves back there so that, and sort of fool the computer. This thing is up and running. When it first started up, guys, my jaw just dropped. That deep, thrusty Mustang American muscle sound is back for the GT350. I'm not going to say it's the way it should sound, but I'm going to say that it's the way I want it to sound as it relates to this car. All right? And as Scott explained to me, it is basically about it's like tuning a musical instrument. If you want it to sound like a flute, then you just restrict the flow. But if you want it to sound like a tuba, which is what I wanted the sound to sound like, then you open it up. And that's exactly what Scott did to this car. I've been in it now for an hour driving back from his shop, and I gotta tell you, I'm loving the sound, man. It sounds good. And so, anyways, everyone has their own opinion on sound and exhaust. I know some people like that crackly pitch, and I would concur I like it too, but not on my car. So guys, thank you so much, MRT, and thank you for tuning in to Easy Street Garage. And do me a favor, please hit the subscribe button and toggle the bell for more updates. We've got coming tomorrow a full day at Woodward Dream Cruise, and then next weekend we got a full weekend of summer nights down in Somerset, Kentucky. So please tune into the channel, subscribe, please like, toggle the bell. Until next time, this is Easy Street Garage. We're out.